Hey everyone, Derek here, and this is a Delicious Media special edition, Just Delicious. And today, going to be talking about this final stretch leading up to the election. Today is October 26th, so we vote on November 5th. What is that, 9 days? So we've got a final push. It's been a marathon. It has been a long, hard marathon. I know we're all very tired, burnout. Trump has just caused so much burnout and disillusion and stress. And I know I'm a little stressed, just hoping and doing everything we can to make sure Kamala beats Trump and we can just have him out of our lives for just be done with him because he's caused so much pain and suffering, from confusing hurricane victims from getting help from FEMA to mishandling COVID and causing so many unnecessary deaths in that way. Just, it's been so much. And if he's elected, his tariffs will skyrocket inflation. I don't even know where, does anyone know where he got this whole tariff idea? Like this whole 1700s way of bringing money into a government. Like, where did he even get this idea? But, if you just listen to, I know enough about economics to make a rational decision, but I'm not an economist. Let's listen to the economists that are out there saying this will be a disaster. His foreign policy will be a disaster. He's pro-Russia. He'll basically let Russia run Europe. Getting out of the Iran deal was a horrible thing for the future of the Middle East, and I'd say probably the root cause of why we're seeing the problems in Israel and Gaza and stuff like that. Iran's kind of behind that. Maybe they'd be a lot more chill if we'd stayed in that deal. I talked about that in another piece. You can look, I think, involving Afghanistan. Maybe I should do a whole episode on that. But either way, let's get to it. We're in the final stretch. We've got to push. It's been a marathon, now it's a sprint to the end. We've got to be putting out as much pro-Kamala content as we can, just getting her plans out there, her good ideas, just the positivity in the campaign, just pushing for a better future for this country. And we've got to share just some of the worst. There's so much out there. Some of the idiotic things he says, just the weird things he says, the dangerous, like, the Hitler rhetoric, vermin poisoning the blood, things like Hitler said, make sure we're sharing the John Kelly stuff with him, verifying that, John Kelly is not a lefty, he's not a lib, he's not a commie Marxist, blah, blah, blah. He's like a right-wing dude, and he's like, this guy likes Hitler, and that kind of tracks when he's said similar, basically the same things Hitler has said. Like, he's getting that from somewhere. I guarantee he doesn't read, so I guarantee he's not lying when he says he hasn't read Mein Kampf. But he's getting it from somewhere. You don't just say the same things Hitler said out of nowhere. Like, you're getting it from somewhere. I mean, I don't even think Trump's read his own book. I think he knows one line from it. I just walk away. If I don't like the deal, I walk away. Like, I think that's the only line he knows from that book. And it's a really stupid one. So we got to share pro Kamala content, share all the, just show people the worst of Trump, which is basically everything. Just make it simple and concise. Let's share some short clips. We don't have a lot of time. Let's, just share as much as we can, saying the idiotic stuff he says, and hopefully we can get through to people. We got to share it everywhere on all platforms. TikTok and Instagram to reach young people, reach the young folks and get them, cramming and really understanding. When you're young, you only have so much time to learn everything. So make sure we're getting the information to young people. If you're not on TikTok, get on TikTok and just try. If you're not on Instagram, get on Instagram and just try. Get it out there. That's where some young folks hang out. Every social media platform has different demographics. Like, boomers are going to be on Facebook, just like millennials like my age are going to be on Facebook, some still, and Gen X and all that. Older demographics on Facebook, And then me, kind of a millennial in between, I'm on all the platforms. I'm even on True Social. I'm on everything. I don't really use like Reddit, but I'm on it, I think, still somewhere. Yeah. And if you're not on Facebook, get on Facebook, because that's where you can reach a lot of people. Groups are a good thing. Like there's a ton of pro-Kamala groups, and there's a ton of pro-democracy groups, and there's a lot of pro-Trump groups. And let's get in, all those groups and just share as much as we can, talk as much as we can. We're in the final stretch. Let's find the energy. Yeah, so get in some MAGA groups and just talk to them. I like to get in MAGA groups and post them like, oh, America, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I ask for comments like, America, hell yeah, or post an American flag. And when people start commenting, I blast them with some truth. I share some videos about pro-Kamala, anti-Trump. Like, we got to try, You're not going to turn everybody, but we've got to try to get as much people as quick as possible to understand this election should be a landslide. There's no one in their right mind that should be voting for Trump. No one in their right mind, from his economic, the foreign policy, to the Hitler stuff he says. Like, it's not rational. It's going to be bad if he is elected. So we've got to do everything we can. So every social media platform, let's find the energy. Let's, I go to Trump groups and I bait them, like I just said, like, hey, share an American flag, go America, and then blast them with some videos that showed just how bad Trump is, like the John Kelly stuff or something like that. We got to be on maybe like media sites in swing states, or, go to Fox News and find the people commenting there and just, share pro-Kamala, anti-Trump stuff, just trying to get people to understand. Remember that if you're talking to like a crazy person, you're not going to turn. There's other people that just are passively reading it. Maybe you're not, the person you're talking to might not, get it, but maybe somebody reading along that's undecided, still trying to understand, will read it and be like, okay, I get it. So think about those people too, like media sites like Fox, all across the spectrum. Right-wing media sites like Fox News is social media, Tucker Carlson or Hannity or whoever. But also you can find people on more mainstream, more centrist sites like CNN's Facebook page or Twitter, or MSNBC's Facebook page or Twitter, or, different podcasts, social media. Just find people that you can maybe reach and try to reach them. Maybe like local media sites like blah, 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 Channel 12 in Pennsylvania or Michigan or Ohio or Arizona, Nevada, different swing states. Like every local news channel, local media personality has a Facebook or Twitter presence usually. So go to those sites. It's the final stretch. It's the final push. We're hanging in the balance of things going good and getting better, or things being a disaster. It wouldn't just be a disaster for this country, it'd be a disaster globally. Europe would be in chaos. The Middle East will be in more chaos than it already is. We've got to do everything we can. After 2016, I didn't really speak politically on social media or anything. I kind of talked to people about my views here and there if it came up, but I wasn't like blasting my views out on social media. And I can't wait to take a break. I think we're a lot of us there that if Kamala wins on the 6th or whenever the vote gets fully counted, we can all just breathe, take a break, get through the holidays, and then, maybe start working on some local politics and governor's races and, just really working foundationally to just make this country and this world a better place. All right. So I'm going to release this on my D-Licious Media YouTube channel. The handle is at D-Licious 2763. Also on my personal TikTok at Derek Vera. That's at DERRICKVARA. And yeah, I know we're all tired. I'm exhausted. It's been several years of just like, debating people and trying to understand these problems and why we're so divided and why do so many people hate people like me and maybe you. And if you are on the other side of things, like maybe you know me personally or something like that, and Trump calls people like me vermin that need to be rooted out. So we should really be talking about that as much as possible in this next week and a half or so. Do you want me rooted out? You want people like me rooted out? Yeah, let's not let that happen. I'm going to try not to let that happen. All right, this has been a special edition, D-Licious Media special edition, Just D-Licious. Yeah, I'm exhausted, but we've only got a couple more days to push. Let's do it. Peace. Kamala, Walls, 2024. Save America.